All right, this message is going, no, I don't want that side. This message is going to be for Sagittarius. How are you guys doing today? Let's start the clock. Hope you are doing well. I'm getting a little bit of a headache. I just finished Scorpio's message and I was so hyper. Like, boy, that gave me life. It did. It straight up gave me life back. It was transformative, which I'm not surprised because that's Scorpio energy. I just came out of that feeling like a whole new bitch, you know? But also I did drink a coffee right before I started that video and it started kicking in midway, and here we go. Now we're full-fledged. Okay, some of you are about to start investing. Shh, I won't tell anyone. You know, or somebody's kid's about to start for the first time, starting again. They're on it right now, kind of moody. I don't know. Hormones. I'm getting like a little bit of a headache, kind of, what do you call that? Hot flashes, but that's okay. How are you guys today? I was wearing a black blazer in that, and I couldn't wear it anymore. I had to take that off because I'm hot. So let's go ahead and get the message for today, Sagittarius or Sagittarius cross-watcher. What did I say a minute ago? What was one of the first things I said? I opened the top and the little side came out, and I was like, I don't want that side. I don't want the little side. I want the bigger side. But then I ended up changing anyway, because my marker's actually going out. I'm gonna be really blunt right now. When am I not blunt? But I'm about to be really blunt. But you're going to appreciate that because you're a fire sign. So what I'm getting is, whether this is you or another, somebody here is not really dead set on a decision that they've already made. Reminds me a lot of Virgo's message, so it could be a connection there. Someone's not dead set on a person or a decision that they've made, whether it's a job, a relationship that someone's currently in. It's like whether someone verbalizes this on the outside or not, inwardly, you or another, however this goes, is thinking, is there a life out there somewhere? I don't remember the lyrics. Her family and her home. She's done what she should. Should she do what she dares? She doesn't want to leave. She's just wondering, is there a life out there? Yeah, fuck yeah, there's life out there. Somebody's like, is there life outside of this relationship? Is there, you know, but they're not telling their person. Like, somebody settled with somebody, 100%. 100%. I'm not going back on it. That's the fucking message here. Excuse my language. Somebody here is with a person. I think it's romantic. I don't know if they're married. Some, yes. Some been married for a while, but they've already went in to a degree where, like, their name is on some stuff legally, or, like, something, own property together. And it's like, damn, you know, I could back out now. It would be a lot for me to back out now. I'm not about to back out now, but like, I do fantasize about a life out there somewhere. If you guys don't know that song, some of you are like, what is she doing? I'm being me. The song is by Reba. Life Out There, it's something like that. That's an Aries. Reba's an Aries. Life Out There. What is the point in that? See, what I've been there though. Oh, I have. I've been there. And see, people get really uncomfortable and don't even talk about this, and they're not honest about it, but I can be honest about it. When I got married, I mean the first time, not when I was drunk, but the first time. The real time, like when I was drunk then too. That was when I was still an alcoholic. Anyways, I was very shortly after, I felt extremely trapped. Like, I just don't think marriage is for me, you know, at least not in that way, or maybe it was just not the right one, but I don't know about that. It's just, I felt extremely trapped. Like, immediately, like, I couldn't get out. Like, what have I just done? Why did I do this? I'm not saying everybody feels like that, but, you know, I really get it here. And this is going to be very uncomfortable. This is going to be an extremely uncomfortable message for people. It's going to be uncomfortable to hear. It's going to be uncomfortable to accept. People are going to get pissed off, and it's like, that's fine. You can get pissed off. You can project all fucking day. And I'm not saying you, but it could be you. Or you can take it and be like, yeah, no, really, that's exactly how I feel, is I'm kind of just stuck now. I mean, like, I'm not completely happy. You know, there's some days that are good and some days that are not, and it's like this. But what is the point in that? Life is so short. Like, well, life is infinite. But our physical presence on this earth is not. It is very, very limited. Like, why? Why feel like that? Now, I'm not saying everybody will feel like that who gets married or who makes some sort of decision. But whoever this is does. Even if you're not married, or if this person isn't married, like, this could be someone on the outside of you that's married to someone, and they're like all the while thinking about you, but they're like, you know, and the thing is, they can't make up their mind. Like, some days they're like, well, I'll just, yeah, I'm happy with what I got. Yeah, no, they're not. It's a fucking lie. And then they're like, oh, yeah, no, I kind of consider you. Oh, but no, I go right back to this. And you know what? I'll just do without it altogether. Just try to forget you. Try to forget you. Pretend that y'all never had a connection, that they never set eyes on you is what I'm hearing. Set eyes on you. Set eyes on happiness. Like, somebody here... I'm hearing it just like this. Somebody wouldn't know happiness if it walked up and slapped them in the face, because what they're living is a lie. It's a fucking lie. There's only one way to say it, and that's it. It's a fucking lie. Because they have to pretend to be something they're not. They have to be liked by society and their friends. They have to be... What would people think if who gives a... What would people think? Are you content? Are you genuinely happy, or do you feel every single day like you're wondering what else is out there? Is there a life out there? Even if it's not, I want to leave this person and go jump into another relationship. Maybe you want to be alone. Maybe you want to be alone and travel the fucking world. Vice versa. Like, why? I don't understand this, like, world that we're in today. And don't feel like you're alone or like I'm judging, because I was the same bitch in it. Constantly in relationships, one after the next, after the next, after the next. You know what? I was drunk in all of them. I was drunk in fucking all of them. I felt like I had to drink, or I had to stay high, or I had to, like, chain smoke cigarettes or something, because I just wasn't content. Now, I'm not saying everybody who does this because they're not content, but, you know, it's a type of numbing. It is. Imagine doing none of it. Imagine doing not even having sex. And being completely content with that. Most people don't. Because they've never tried it. They don't realize they can. But, you know, like, what in the world has made us all feel like we've got, like, this is... I mean, it just doesn't make a hill of beans. A hill of beans. It doesn't mean a hill of beans or make a hill of beans or make any damn sense to me why we do that. Why we do that, and then we sit there and we're like, no, we've got to really force it to make it work, and we've got to make it... Why don't you make... Like, you haven't even got to know yourself yet. You know what I mean? You haven't even got to know you. And you can say, yeah, no, I did get to know me, but then you is always transforming. Do you get what I'm saying? This is going to be highly offensive, and that's okay. I'm prepared for it. It's fine. You're going to offend people no matter what anyway, so I'm just saying fuck it. I'm just going to say fuck it from now on. But this is the truth. You know, like, why live a fake reality? Something that, where you know damn good and well, whether you verbalize it on the outside or not, that you're not content, you're not fucking happy. Why? And I don't mean happy isn't a feeling, because a feeling will come and go no matter what. I'm saying it's a state of being. Happiness itself, not a feeling happy. But, like, my soul is fucking happy. Where it's like, I don't really need any external thing to complete me, or to, like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody here, going right back to the beginning of what I said, all eyes are on whatever else is out there. Maybe even a particular person. Someone could. It's possible someone could. There's a reason I'm picking up on it. Could actually be in love with another, but they're staying in a situation or with someone due to some sort of illusion. That's all it is. And they can lie to themselves, and they can slice it and dice it and cut it in little shapes like hearts and stars, but it's still what it is. It is what it is. And I don't know if this is you or if this is someone on the outside of you, but that's the fucking truth. And there's no judgment here. Again, I think I need to reiterate that. I did it a million fucking times. Constantly felt like I needed someone to complete me. Constantly felt like, oh no, this isn't. And I'm like, what am I doing? So I say all this to say, this shit is getting stuck up in my pits. I can't stand that. Somebody could put on a brave face all day. Somebody can pretend that they care about who they're with, but genuinely, this is someone who's lying. If this is someone on the outside of you, they're lying about how they feel about who they're dealing with. Whether they're married to a person or not, they're staying in a situation that they know is just contractual, or it's just for money, it's just for status, for society, for looks, for the last name, for whatever. It ain't for the kids, even if they say it, that's an excuse. And people don't get upset about that too. But you know what? Have you ever been a child in a family that claimed they stayed together for the kids, and you grew up and you're like, I hate that you made that decision, because there was nothing more toxic than the connection between the two of you. And because you say and claim that y'all did it for me or for us, doesn't mean that that was actually the right choice. Sometimes the children would like it if you were authentic, because it teaches us how to be that way. But no, people don't see that. Or this could be you in a relationship, and either you or your partner is lying to yourself, not really happy. I mean, that's the truth. There's so many people who are going to get upset by this. Unsubscribe. Don't watch. Click off. Don't even click back on, though, if you're not going to subscribe. If you're not going to actually fully be in, don't even come here. I don't understand why people do that. You know, this isn't a mean thing. This is the fucking truth. And this is why people don't like me. But yeah, all the while, I'm sitting here saying the shit that I did. Literally, the shit that I did. Making my own fucking self look bad because it's the truth. Oh, but God forbid you offend somebody. God forbid. Ugh. 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 What are you doing? Let's keep everything a secret. Let's hide. Or let's tell everything about you. But let's be offended in our own selves, because we're not about to try to change. We have nothing we need to change. Oh! Well, go on. Keep living your lie. Some of you are going to tell somebody, keep living a lie. Keep on living a lie. You know, it's really weird. I'm going to say this and then I'm going to go. I never knew anything about Mindy McCready. I don't know why I'm picking up in country in yours. Some of you may like country or live in the country, live in the South. Something to do with country music. I don't know, but yesterday in Aries again, Reba's in Aries, and in the Aries message yesterday, I picked up on this song by Mindy McCready, was her name. Guys do it all the time, something like that. You can watch that video if you want. I'll try to remember to put it down. Let's see. Anyway, when I got done recording all my videos yesterday and I came to a stopping point, I looked up the song to rewatch it to kind of refresh my brain on the song. I have heard it in the past, and I did not know that Mindy McCready is dead. I had no clue, because I don't listen to country really. I used to back in the day. But anyway, not only is she dead, but she committed suicide, supposedly. No, that's just allegedly. She committed suicide. You never know with this world and this government, do you? Allegedly. But so she committed suicide, and I watched a little bit on her, and I'm like, man, it just hit, it really hit home, you know, for a lot of reasons. And I'm so glad that I never ever, in just allowing the world to break me down, and relationships to break me down, and myself to break me down because of what I believe to be true. Because in one of her interviews, she was talking about a man that she loved more than anything. Supposedly he committed, supposedly that too, right? And she's like, I can just never overcome it. I'm like, that's really sad when you have a child that's still alive. Like, when herself, when she said it was a toxic relationship, and then she left this earth too soon because of it, because she allowed it to get to her and then drank it away. And I mean, which I relate to all that. Coming from an I place, I relate to every single bit of what she suffered through. And it makes me think, like, all for a person who really genuinely did not love you back, didn't even love themselves. And what a beautiful person. Like, she changed so many lives, and her voice and her music. Like, I was going in depth, like really reading on her and watching videos on her and reading the comments from her fans. And I'm like, damn, like, it's a shame to let something that you believe to be true, that you believe to be something you can't go without, you can't deal without, that shame and that guilt, and that, and instead of just realize that you can rise above it, you can push through it, and you have not only so many people that really do support you and love you, but you have your child. All for a relationship that was not healthy for you. Doesn't mean it didn't bring something beautiful about. But sometimes that's all things are meant to do. Like with my parents, my biological parents, they were only meant to have me because I was the only one between the two of them. I'm an only child technically. Technically. Although I'm not. In my biological family, the one whose nuts I shot up out of and the one who's, well, I came out of her stomach, but the one who incubated me for 9 months, they only had me together. And I was never meant to be their child or be raised by them. Thank God. My father, who was not the greatest, but still had somewhat of his mind, he made the decision to kind of do what he did, you know, to promote me being adopted out. And that could have been the best decision he ever made. You know what I mean? Because they weren't meant to be together. Can you imagine? Like, look at the life I already had. Can you imagine? I'd probably be dead. No, I wouldn't probably. 100% would be dead. It's the truth. I mean, I feel it in my core. My soul knows this to be true. So it was a shame, you know, and there's a reason I'm bringing it up here, and I'm going way over, but some of you need to know, even if this isn't you, like, you don't have to just constantly stay with the decision that you've made because you feel like you have to, like you're forced to. Absolutely not. Unless you just want to. And I have to be honest, I feel like whoever this is, whether it's you or a person on the outside, I feel like someone is going to stay with their lie. They are going to continue on with the lie because it's a comfort zone. Love you guys so much. Thank you for being here, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.